you do what this lady has done on this cancer bed,
Right.
then I think you're not taking yourself seriously, not taking the public seriously. You're trying to. David Ogilvy, my founder of the company, once said that if you put a chimpanzee in a jockstrap on television, of course people will say, I saw it, I saw it. But what did they take out of it?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Clarity Amidst Clutter. And well, today's discussion is going to be quite a quirky discussion with regards to something that had indeed shocked everybody across the nation and, in fact, across the globe with regards to what had come out, what had hit the headlines. That is the awareness camp with regards to cervical cancer that Poonam Pandey had participated in, wherein she faked her own demise. We have had plenty of discussions with how that campaign was indeed in bad taste, no matter what the message and the intention was behind that particular campaign. And today, to discuss about such awareness campaigns and advertisement campaigns, we have nobody else but the ad guru himself, the ad man from the legendary Piyush Pandey. Mr. Pandey, thank you so much for taking out time for us.
Good morning. It's nice to be with you.
How are you doing? We know that you have stepped down, but we from the CEO position of Ogilvy, but we know that you are pretty busy and you're still very involved with the organization still. Am I right or wrong?
I've not stepped down. I have stepped on side. So
right. I think that's a better way to put it.
So, and there's somebody, a very able lady called Epsiba Patak, who's worked with me for many, many years, and she's doing the captain's role, but I'm doing it like a bit like Dhoni, playing for the team, and very much there, yeah, very much.
I mean, that's what legends do, of course. There's no doubt. There's no stepping down for them. They're always there, guiding and pushing.
You have to be there, and you have to be there. And you have to give them space. They have to grow.
That is quite important for sure. Well, as I started with what has been happening in this industry, in this campaign, with time over decades, we've seen so many changes in the advertisement industry. So many trends have come and gone, and there's been some real advances that's been made in the technological side with regards to the medium of these advertisements, how they are being consumed by the audience. And over the decades, we've seen the channels get smarter. But can we say the same with regards to the content presently, just with context of the present situation?
See, what happens here is times do change, but some things don't change. Some things don't change, like storytelling doesn't change. Relationships between human beings, from mother to daughter, from brother to sister, from your friends, they don't change. Technology enables you to do that better. Like technology enabled all of us during COVID days to be in touch with our people through all kinds of things like getting on screen and speaking to your parents. And somebody in those days asked me that, is this the new norm? I said, no, this is not the new norm. This is the current need, because new norm is a very big word. So I asked this person, I said, when COVID is over, and God forbid, if your sibling is unwell about 800 kilometers away, so what will you do? You'll get onto the comp because the new norm, or you'll get onto the next bus and rush to Jaipur because your sibling is not well. Wouldn't you do the same thing for a wedding? So those are needs that technology fulfills. And technology fulfills needs in terms of telling a story. But it doesn't write a story for you. I don't think any AI can write a story for you as well as a human being can. So yes, times will change. Storytelling will not change. When storytelling went down the tube, you saw movies failing left, right, center. When on OTT people are writing better stuff, and writing better stories, you see that stories haven't gone anywhere.
Right.
They just went from good stories to bad stories, and they're back to good stories.
Right. So when you actually say that it's more of a current trend. In fact, you've seen the tectonic shift in cultural trends also, for that matter, and advertisements are always very influenced by such trends. But do you think it's the emotion, when you also said that AI can never write as well as a human being can? It's the missing emotion, the element of emotion that's missing there. And also, what do you think about these cultural trends that keep coming and going? You've been in the industry for so many decades. How do you comment on that? What's the journey been like?
There are two things that you must look at. It's not that advertising always has to follow culture.
Hmm.
Advertising can influence culture. If you
Right.
go back to 1993, 94,
Hmm.
that's when I wrote the Cadbury's Kuch Khas Hai Hum Sabhi Mein
Hmm. Hmm.
campaign with a girl dancing on the cricket field.
Right.
Culture was just under the skin and wanting to step out, but was not stepping out because what will people think?
Hmm.
And then when we worked with Cadbury's and did that campaign with a girl dancing on the cricket field, we tested it later, not before making, but after making. And all these ladies who were women, um,
Hmm.
who were mothers of 18, 19-year-olds, when we showed it to them, they said, "Oh no, this is what I wanted to do all my life." You were
Right.
scared that they would not allow, and they
Huh.
were waiting that somebody will allow. So you
Hmm.
can influence culture. So don't think and say you're a mirror to the society. No, you can
Right.
sometimes show a mirror to the society if you are a
I think that's
responsible.
a big takeaway. Definitely.
If you're a responsible advertiser, if you do what this lady has done on this cancer bed,
Right.
then I think
Hmm.
you're not taking yourself seriously, not taking the public seriously.
Hmm.
You're trying to. David Ogilvy, my founder of the company,
Hmm.
once said that if you put a um, chimpanzee in a jock strap
Hmm.
on television, of course people will say, "I saw it, I saw it." But
Hmm.
what did they take out of it? So yes, shocking things can draw your attention, but they can put you off very heavily when you get to realize what was it meant for. So be responsible,
Right.
be careful. You can use technology to your advantage. Don't
Hmm.
misuse.
When we speak of technology, and as you also circle back to Poonam Pandey, there's one thing that we've seen an increase in, that is with social media. That have come up these influencers and these sponsorship videos. Basically, influencers and their work is to come up with new ideas. And basically, it's their USP that sells the product or sells an idea or a concept as a part of an awareness campaign. So in that situation, there have oftentimes we've seen that definitely nothing has gone down to the extent of faking their own demise, like Poonam Pandey did. But even other than that, do you feel there is somewhere a lack of social responsibility? Because influencers also, they're of all age groups, and maybe some of them really, and it's not just a matter of age, but some of them really don't understand the depth of how much they impact the society out there, how much they're being followed, the social responsibility they're carrying on their shoulders.
Here there are two things.
Hmm.
At one end, there is a giver of
Hmm.
information, and that person needs to be responsible, and
Hmm.
sometimes definitely needs to be knowledgeable. If
Hmm.
I come and say that, Shia, uh, I've been in advertising for long terms of years. I think while talking to me, you should keep your head this way.
Hmm.
Who gave me the liberty to do that?
Hmm.
And you, if you were naive, you might say, "Acha, this person has been there. We say this way, then I will do
Hmm.
it this way." So there are two things happening. One is I am misleading you,
Hmm.
and two is you are being misled. So social
Right.
media has two ends to it. The receiver must be smarter, and the giver must be more responsible. If I was a
Hmm.
John Abraham influencing something on motorbikes,
Hmm.
I understand because he's very, very into motorbikes.
Right.
So be careful about who you're listening to.
Hmm.
I would listen to John Abraham if I was into bikes. Similarly, I would listen to somebody who's a great writer, what writing is all about. But I wouldn't listen to any Tom, Dick, and Harry um, kind of pretending to be an influencer. It's like if you go, forget media, if your neighborhood, you know somebody who has 3 bikes and you want to buy a bike, you would walk up to that person and say, yeah, listen, I'm going to buy a bike. You want to tell me something? Makes sense. It's not just about media. It's about who you think might be able to give you good information.
Right. Absolutely. In fact, when you say that, and I'm going to circle back to another thing, another point you made earlier, is with that kuch khas hai idea that you'd come up with. Uh, we've seen so many of your creations over time. We've seen the Zuzus, we've seen the Pug. So there are so many jingles, At one point, there used to be the ad arena used to be more dominated by jingles. And we remember
Let
as
me clarify. Let me clarify something that people do not clarify often enough. What is in your mind is the difference between a jingle and a song.
right.
What is it? Tell me, help me.
With the jingle and I feel a jingle is a more of a catchphrase with a tune in it that you catch on to, right?
No, no,
But a song is an entire
no,
thing,
no.
no?
Jingle became
I would love
something
to
where
be corrected by you.
jingle was when you kept singing the brand name. When you
Right.
did Nirma, 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 Nirma. That was
So it's
jingle.
not just the company catchphrase, just the brand you're saying.
Yeah, when it becomes repeating something, then it's a jingle in people's minds. And
Right.
when it's a song, like many other songs, like you took Cadbury song, it doesn't sing the brand name. It sings a feeling. It
Right.
sings about something that you feel about.
Hmm.
So be very careful about the usage of jingles and songs. So coming back to your question, people are sick and tired of repetitions. That's why those things have gone down. But if they're good songs used in advertising, of course they stick to it.
But
So
are they used as much as they used to before? Be it songs or jingles, like you said, yes, they are repetitive now. Their use has definitely gone down. But
no,
even
the
songs,
role of music is huge. I mean, if you look at a lot of work that's been done on, say, Pidlite right now, on MCL, it's actually using a ghazal type of thing. It
right?
depends on how you use it, how well you use it,
Hmm.
and if how much you get fooled by
Hmm.
media companies in telling you that no, you must do something in 7 seconds. Seven
Hmm.
seconds, you can't blink an eye. Forget about
Hmm.
singing a song.
Hmm.
And 7 seconds, will you receive something as a human being? I think answer is no. Somebody is fooling you.
Right.
So there is a song needs space. A story needs space. An
Hmm.
OTT needs space for you to tell a story.
Hmm.
It all depends on what needs something. And and or if you're fooling somebody and say नहीं नहीं 3 सेकंड में बोल दे या 3 सेकंड में नहीं बोल सकते
Hmm.
3 सेकंड में गाना नहीं हो सकता है
Hmm.
3 सेकंड में आपको मैं शोले नहीं दिखा सकता हूँ
Hmm.
so
Bilkul.
you have to be careful.
But also coming back to the point where I mean, yes, definitely when you say songs, if there is something catchy, it will definitely be picked up by the masses. But nowadays, like if we see ad consumption on a daily basis, it's the patience level of your average consumer has gone down so much. Like
because
we
because
hardly seen
because
advertisements on TV.
you're showing them
Hmm.
bad ads.
We're doing, I'm sorry.
You're showing them bad ads. Show them a good ad, they will sit and see.
So you do agree that that graph has maybe gone down a little bit now?
Definitely agree. If I in 20 seconds I'm seeing 4 celebrities doing the same thing, that
Hmm.
means either the advertising agency has become very lazy, or the
Hmm.
client has become very lazy,
Hmm.
or the celebrity is in good times earning a lot of money by doing nothing.
Do you want to give an example of such an ad that you've seen in the recent past, or even in whatever time frame that you want to refer to, with regard, which has really made you ponder as to like where has content in the advertisement industry gone down now?
You have IPL coming up in a short while. You'll see them yourself, or you look at IPL last year, where the
Right.
three cricketers doing nothing but eating some pan masala, with the four celebrities jumping
Yes.
around and doing nothing, giving you no
That was
idea.
true for World Cup as well. We saw
Yeah,
all the big cricketers going out there and advertising different pan masalas.
or anything for that matter.
Hmm.
So that
Hmm.
so that the I'm sure the celebrities want good ideas,
Hmm.
but nobody is writing good ideas. The client doesn't want good ideas. I think he wants to just take pictures of his family when at the shooting when the
Hmm.
celebrity comes there. I think
Hmm.
they have to wake up before they kill their own business. They have to wake up. I'm saying it very, very openly.
Right, right. I think that that's a very insightful remark you've made for our audience out there. And well, also there are some ads like I was also going through these advertisements. It's not all a very good, like a grim picture for the advertisement industry, because we've seen that there are ad campaigns that have been very creative.
But
Some
without
companies
doubt,
like,
without doubt.
yeah, some companies like discussing about Coke. We've seen Cadbury every year. It comes up with something new or the other. And in fact, I think when songs go about as well, Kiss Me is one of the songs which is still continued to hold on to
Four, five,
people's.
7, 8 years now, that is
Yeah,
Cadbury
it's
still.
still there. And in fact, now with Valentine's Day around the corner, are we expecting as another
Yes,
new such idea coming up?
yes, you will see a lot of stuff from Cadbury's. Cadbury's is a very innovative company. They know the use of music. They know the use of storylines. You will see Valentine's Day coming from Silk, and you will also see coming from Five Star. They both
Oh,
into different
okay.
zones.
Right.
So, so they are doing storytelling in a technical way.
Hmm.
I've sent you some references.
Right.
Have a look
Yeah,
at
I
them.
was going through them and they seemed very interesting. After a long time, like you feel like going through the ads as well, that yes, it's something interesting to offer.
Like last time when Shahrukh Khan was advertising for the retail guys,
Hmm.
that's Cadbury's.
Hmm.
Or for Coca-Cola, they were using Bluetooth, so
Bluetooth
that
caps.
so if you sent me a Coke, I cannot have it unless you were there. So so technology
Right.
can give you ideas which can convert into stories. So
Hmm.
you've named all the Ogilvy ones, but I'm sure there are others who are doing good work.
Hmm. Hmm.
When we say that things are going down, we don't mean 100% down in
Hmm.
anything.
Right.
But when you see a pattern of things going down, it hurts you somewhere. When you don't see ads that you want to run up to your family members and say, "Did you see that one?"
Yes.
If you don't do
We
it all the
really miss
time,
on that, miss out on
yeah,
that, or even
yes,
discussing it with our friends that ye wala gana jo tha is ad ka, we keep humming it together, all of
correct,
us. Right.
correct. So वो come हो रहा है, and that's the time to wake up. These are wake up calls for advertising people and for advertisers.
Hmm.
This is not a wake up call for audiences like you. I'm
Hmm.
trying to get in touch with you. I better make you sing by doing something good. I
Right.
better make you talk about by doing something good.
Hmm.
I better get you into a situation for you to run to somebody close to you and say, "Hey, hello, did you see the new Fevicol ad?"
Right.
So ये सब चीजें जरूरी हैं. We after all
So, but do you
Sriya,
think the
we are
reason for
dabbling,
this? Sorry?
we are using somebody else's money.
Right,
So we
right.
better deliver to that. You
Hmm.
were saying something, sorry.
No, no, absolutely not. I was just picking up from what you were saying. Do you think the reason behind this is also the innate need to constantly keep producing new content instead of pondering on what could go more into something that you are already working on?
See, the way I look at it is there are 10 things to do. There are 10 opportunities to make you smile, to make you cry, to make you feel good about something.
Hmm.
और you say मैं 10 कर दूंगा तो मैं कुछ भी कर दूं. कुछ
Huh.
भी करना doesn't go that way. You
Hmm.
have to do it. कुछ ऐसा करूं that people are influenced by it in terms of liking it or
Huh.
making a decision, getting a polio injection done or those 2 drops taken, doing anything which is supposed to make a difference to the person who asked you to do something for them.
Right, right. I mean, I feel like this chat could go on for as long
It
as
can.
possible.
I want you to
Definitely.
I've sent you a lot of stuff that Dove internationally does.
Yes, yes.
Have a
I
look
was
at
also
that.
coming to that. Definitely. One major aspect that I wanted to get your opinion on is this new cancel culture that's come into being. how difficult is it for an industry like this, which works on content, to constantly keep in mind as to, tomorrow maybe this particular content that we've given out, and that 2 years ago, is coming under the scanner because someone thinks it's racist or sexist and comes out with a cancel culture hashtag maybe the next day. How difficult is it to function within such a...
Difficulty and ease are things that you can control.
Right.
So if you think that you do something that is going to cause some kind of a problem in the society, then don't do it. It's very easy. When you live it in your home with 10 other members of your home, you automatically don't use the kind of language that will hurt somebody. Automatically.
Right.
So it's
Right.
not a big
Absolutely.
deal. Yes, it is a problem that you have to control yourself. कि कोई ना कोई बोल रहा है, नहीं, I have a problem here, I have a problem there. There you showed a policeman like this, and you did this and you did that. You have to be cautious. And caution actually comes to you as a human being all the time. You can't blame it by saying कि आजकल मैं ये नहीं कर सकता. And in fact, आजकल तो लोग बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं. In fact, if you look at OTT, I think they're
Right.
doing a lot more than I, as a human being, would like to see.
Right.
OTT is not a platform to take out your clothes. And OTT is not a platform to use bad language. OTT is a platform that allows you to use beautiful storylines. That's my way of looking at it. Other people may have their different ways of looking at it.
Right. I think that's very well put, and definitely quite a few takeaways from this conversation. But before I let you go, I mean, we cannot let you go without giving us a message out there for those. And this message I'm going to take from both sides, for both sides. One is for those who are working on this content, who are churning out this content with regards to as we were speaking of the social responsibility that they need to keep in mind. What are they showing people? What are they portraying out there? And also for the consumers out there, because as we started off the conversation with Poonam Pandey, one of the biggest problems was everyone out there actually believed what she'd said and had fallen in for that trap. So what should they keep in mind? That awareness of that social responsibility, it comes, I feel, from both sides, the consumer as well as the particular producer.
I agree with you. So let's try and address it in the reverse order. In the case of this young lady who's done this, see, you are playing with fire because you're talking about death. You're playing, and every consumer is worried about somebody's death. And if you're using a death as a means to convey something, I don't think you're doing the right thing.
Right.
From the audience's point of view, or from the creators, I think creators, we can answer one more. I heard from so many people, I still haven't seen it, but lots of people are telling me, क्या वो 12th fail देखी क्या? I want to see it because people are saying it not because कि 12th fail के अंदर किसी ने किसी का murder कर दिया. Because there obviously is a beautiful storyline and well delivered. I want to see it. So that's the message to the creators. They do something which seems like very earthy, which seems very Indian, which seems that people are finding it very endearing. So that is the message, that you have a medium which gives you the opportunity of doing it as at a not such an expensive cost, something that reaches people. And from the receiver's point of view, that's you and me as a receiver, is to don't believe everything at the face of it. So
I think that's a very important point coming in from a person who actually does work towards producing the content.
See,
it's a word of caution.
Almost like saying कि कोई आके आपको बोले, अरे 10 तारे गिर गए. The first thing is say, यार बकवास कर रहा है. Let me check it out. So keep that thing within you कि everything is not true. So don't get fooled by it very easily. And second thing is very simple, that in today's day and age, I think I would like to believe that we were brought up well and educated well. Use your head. Use your head. Bring up your children to use their heads. Don't get conned. Don't get hurt. Don't be fooled. It's easy. It's not difficult.
Absolutely. I think that's a lovely note to end this conversation on. Thank you so much, Mr. Pandey, for talking to us, for
Take care.
bringing in this insights into this. And with that, we've come to an end to a very, very engaging conversation. This was Clarity Amidst Clutter, and this was your host, Sriya Kundu. Until the next time, do stay tuned with us.